Well, distinguished chairs, distinguished guests, and ladies and gentlemen, first of all, thank you to the Public Policy Forum for this award, and to each of you for your attendance here tonight. I truly appreciate both the award and your presence. Thank you especially to my wife, Sandra, who is my partner in life and all that life brings. Any awards or recognition that I receive belong even more to her, so thank you, Sandra. And I couldn't take Sandra on the campaign trail in Calgary Southwest because my manager said after a while, people saying, why isn't she running for? And congratulations again to each of the nominees tonight, whose accomplishments I want to return to in just a moment. In appreciation of this evening, I think it's appropriate to say a few words on the subject of innovation, new and better ways of doing valued things, since this is a theme to which David Mitchell and the Public Policy Forum have devoted a great deal of attention in the last year. Innovation is exciting because, among other things, it can lead to unexpected results. For example, when I was in Parliament in the late 1990s, I decided to start an innovative movement called Unite the Bright. But there was a typo error in the press release that it turned into something different, but it was exciting. But now to each of my fellow honorees, a tribute and an innovation wish. Congratulations, Phil. You and I have had our tussles over the years, but I want to extend sincere congratulations to you for the work that you've done for your people, often under very frustrating circumstances. And my wish for you is that innovations in economic and social development and new mechanisms for redistributing the tools of wealth creation as distinct from the redistribution of wealth itself, access to credit and property rights and training markets and technology will bring new opportunities and hope for your people. Congratulations. Congratulations, Carol, especially, you can understand where I'm coming from on this, for working to bring fiscal discipline to the governments that you have served. And my wish for you and for all of us is that we will soon witness innovations in the management of public spending, including macro innovations, and I wrote this before I heard your speech tonight, macro innovations in healthcare delivery and financing at the provincial level, and macro innovations in federal transfers to individuals and provinces at the federal level. I think if we do that, we will see fiscal health and stability return to our governments. And congratulations, Tony Dean, for working to improve the performance of the Ontario government. And my wish for you and for all the people of Ontario is for innovations, which you've already referred to, innovations in public administration and service, which will make possible even better government in the future. Many senior civil servants secretly wish, though they are usually too polite to say so publicly, that those of us who are in politics and our staff people would arrive in office better trained and better prepared to discharge our responsibilities. Perhaps there was a time in the past when you could learn government on the job, but in the fast-paced, interconnected world of today, learning government on the job is no longer advisable or even possible. An innovation which addresses this problem is a graduate program in political management, which is currently under serious consideration at Carleton University in Ottawa. There are 9 such programs in the United States. There are none of those yet in Canada. Such an innovative program, if it comes to fruition, will train senior political staff for the offices of elected officials and for executive positions with political parties, advocacy groups, and NGOs. It is an educational innovation which will complement the advanced training which is already available to civil servants and business managers, and one which should contribute significantly to better government in Canada. And then innovation in the public policy forum itself. As was mentioned on the video at an event called Science Day, organized by the PPF in Ottawa last year, innovation again emerged as a key theme. Spokesperson after spokesperson from government, from industry, and the academy all stressed the absolute necessity of Canada improving its capacity to innovate if we expect to sustain our quality of life in the competitive environment of the 21st century. On May 27th this year, the Public Policy Forum will convene another forum here in Toronto called Innovation Next, Making Canada More Productive, Competitive, and Resilient. The conclusions arising from these forums and from half a dozen reports prepared for the federal government are these: that Canada's productivity and competitiveness have been declining in comparison to those of our major trading competitors, and have been doing so for the last number of years. That it is science and technology-based innovation which is required to reverse that trend, and that the leadership to achieve such innovation must come especially from Canada's private sector, supported by governments and universities. To this end, a number of us are encouraging Canada's corporate leadership, and there are many of those people in this room tonight, to launch an innovation initiative for the next decade, like the business-led free trade initiative that was launched in the 1980s. The objective would be to dramatically increase the number of Canadian companies with innovation plans, innovation projects, and innovation budgets, all of which are essential to providing Canadians with the means to redefine and sustain our quality of life. In closing, I'll leave you with a question, and that is, why should we believe that Canada and Canadians can rise to meet these innovation challenges? And my answer is to say, because Canada itself is an innovation, and on a grand scale. Almost 150 years ago, around tables in this city, in Quebec City, and in Charlottetown, a small group of people met and dreamed an innovative dream. It was pretty simple, but every plank in it was innovative. Unite the BNA colonies under a federal constitution, create one national economy with a single tariff, purchase the vast territory of Rupert's Land from the Hudson Bay, build the longest railway in the world to tie the whole things together, and in the course of that, create the second largest nation by landmass in the world. What a grand innovation, the founding innovation that has affected every person who has ever called themselves a Canadian, in fact, most of the people in this room. What a reason to celebrate the innovations of the past, and what an inspiration to the innovators of the future. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Public Policy Forum, and thank you, Canada.